into the heart of Anahuac. It's a pilgrimage more than anything else, meaning visiting sacred sites that were universities, sacred sites that were warrior centers, sacred sites that were dedicated to astronomy, sacred sites that were meant to train warrior priests. And some of these were a combination of all of these different things. Some were just specializing in, say, astronomy. Some were specializing in training and motivating warriors. And it's been a very interesting trip. For me, this is my trip of a lifetime. I don't think I can do anything to surpass this. It's something that you absorb little by little. For me, this has been a revisit. I've never been to Palenque, but it was a revisit to Chichen Itza and Teotihuacan and a couple other smaller sites, Cholula, which is not really a small site, but it's the largest Teocalli, but that's all there is. So for me, I'm still absorbing it. I'm still being impacted. I'm still being amazed. This guy just walked right through it. And maybe that's a cue for Jesse kind of give us his impressions of some of this stuff.
Okay, well, like Olin was saying, here we are at the Teocalli of Pacal, which you see right behind us. Magnificent setting here, magnificent sacred university or sacred site. What comes to my head as I'm visiting here is the leadership of the society was molded from architects to engineers to astronomers to mathematicians to the warriors. And I mean, with time, that's where we need to come in and do more analyzing on what it is we have at hand here, and draw conclusions. What are these centers here? They're obviously elaborate, eloquent centers, very beautiful centers that were built by our ancestors to give the appropriate setting for the studies that took place here. I was saying, this is a trip that, we're not going to be able to forget. We're going to show you images and pictures and videos of what you see behind us, these beautiful teocallis. And this one in particular, you could say takes a trophy in the sense that, well, in my opinion, because, I've never been in the jungle. The beauty of all this, you could see behind us on that direction, on that side of the Pacal Teocalli, there's this huge mountain. Like, who knows what's underneath that jungle there? Is there another Teocalli overseeing these Teocallis? Are there platforms up there that were used for as instruments for to gauge the stars for astronomy? Who knows? And from overhearing some of these guides, they're saying that there's over 500 more structures around in this area that's not been excavated.
Our pilgrimage is 3.5 weeks. We know not everybody can afford that. If you do it, and you do it 1 year, you do one site. If you get a real low budget, you take a bus down here.
Right.
You stay at a hostel, which is kind of the cheapest way. Or you can, bring your camping stuff. And that's a good, cheap way. And then you bring some canned food along the way, then you just eat out of canned foods. And that's a way you could do it the cheapest way. And maybe you start out with in the north, going to Huachimontones. Or if you really are amazed and you want to come to what's called Palenque, then you come all the way down here into Chiapas and come to Palenque. But be aware, things are kind of expensive around here. So you might be able to find a place where you can camp or, figure out where you can safely park your car and sleep overnight. We haven't really found any real problems as far as safety along the way. Most of the areas, there is a lot of police, and then that's for the protection of the tourism, because if the tourism gets a bad rap, people will not be coming. We're planting seeds through the internet, since that's kind of the new communication tool for the world. That's where this is being disseminated. So this is the classroom. This is the inspiration for you. This is the guidance for you. This is something that we hope will get you to see things that you were not able to see before. If it means you just concentrate on your family, that's a good start. But from there, try to work on some people in the neighborhood. Share the materials with them. Share the ideas, you know, that you've picked up. Maybe they don't want to read the website. Maybe they don't want to read the books. Show them some videos. Okay, invite them over to your house for a party. You know, a party of knowledge to discuss identity, why we're not Hispanic or Latino, to discuss the basic, you know, heritage of our people, going back to the Olmecs and talking about the Mayas and talking about the Mexica and talking about Teotihuacan, and then talking about the genocide that killed 95% of our people and how we're 5% that have survived. Take some actions, intelligent actions, like being part of the work that we're doing here with Mexica Movement. Meaning, okay, at least go to the website, read the material there. If you have a little bit more courage, come and join the work that we're doing. It's a lot of work. And if you're nowhere able to be able to do the work with us, pass out the information to your friends, your family. Share that knowledge. Tell them you're not Hispanic, you're not Latino. And knock off this raza mestizo nonsense also. And what do we call ourselves? We can say Nican Tlaca. I'm Nican Tlaca. Meaning I'm indigenous to this land.
We need more people to get involved in what we're doing, in what Mexica Movement is presenting, the vision that Mexica Movement is presenting. We need your help in helping us reclaim our indigenous identity.